Week 12 officially in the can, so an updated look at your 2024 NFL Draft Top 10. Despite winning, not scoring a touchdown, I will add, on Monday night, the Bears remain at 1-4, won via Carolina, that 1-10 record behind their new franchise quarterback. Cardinals trying to figure out if K1 is the one. Patriots surely in the market for a quarterback. Commanders got a guy who can spin it. Giants need, if nothing else, depth in that room. Bucks looking for one. Jets, depth in the room. Chargers and Titans, they got answers, but plenty of questions to come with it. Questions in this conversation will obviously surround the team we saw on Monday night. Emory Hunt joining that conversation right now. 1-4. It's pretty nice.
Great
1-4 following a win.
Yeah.
Even nicer for the Chicago Bears. Now, they do, with that win, fall into that muddied pool of 4-win teams right now. That'll sort itself out here over the next 5-6 weeks. B-Mac, when you look at 1-4, let's say hypothetically, that's where it is. You just saw the Bears. Where are they talent deficient? Where do they need to add?
Of course, more protection for the quarterback, whoever the quarterback may be, adding more weapons on the offensive side. And don't forget, they still have a lot of money to play with as well. It's not like the bank is dry for Chicago. So they have financial resources along with draft capital to improve their team. So me personally, I think you need to add weapons, add explosive light playmakers to the offense, and see exactly what happens with the rest of the season, because I think the rest of the season will determine exactly which direction the Bears will go, especially with that first overall selection that they potentially will get from Carolina.
Man, you touched on the B-Mac. They need more playmakers. We talked about the quick screens and how many screens they threw. Maybe it's because they were rolling covers toward DJ Moore and they had no other options out there that can get open or get deep. How about this? They have 2 top 5 picks. There's a chance to get 2 elite talents. You talked about the offensive line. Maybe that's one. Defensive line, maybe that's one. How about you go with Marvin Harrison Jr.? That's an obvious at number 1. Then you look at maybe.
We're gonna hit the air brakes on this thing right now, because I got questions looking at this. In all 3 of your scenarios, with pick number 1. You've got the Bears going Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm reading this correct.
Correct, because here's the thing. When we're all watching these games, Joe and B-Mac, do we care where guys are taken? We just care that they're good, right? So take the best players that you can that can help your football team. And Marvin Harrison needed a big dog outside, opposite of DJ Moore. Don't you agree?
I'll agree with that, but what I won't agree with is doing that with the first overall pick. We just saw the teams that need quarterback on that top 10 list. This is a king's ransom we are talking about, because we haven't asked the question whether or not Justin Fields is the quarterback. If we're operating, if that answer is yes, which both of you I think have pointed towards, then you sell that pick. You stay in the top 3. You package picks to get back into the top 3. You do not take Marvin Harrison Jr. with the first overall pick. Last year's first overall went for DJ Moore, 2 firsts and a second. And look what the Bears have turned that into. Why would you not do that again, Emory?
You done, Joe? Because here's the thing. We don't make trades and make all these moves. You could also sign free agents, but this is just an exercise. 1-4. Who would I take? Give me Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm taking guys that can help my team win. Marvin Harrison, and then I'm going to double back in some cases. Why not double up on receiver? We see the Bengals have a great trio of wide receivers that help out Joe Burrow. Go get Malik Neighbors. Or if you want to do O-line as well, Joe Alt is out there. Olu Fashanu is out there, along with the wide receiver. Leate Latu, the excellent pass rusher, to be a bookend to Montez Sweat. Yeah, you could trade. You could also sell it for King's ransom and get a great receiver that's an established receiver in the NFL. We talked about this before. We went through so many different scenarios, Joe. But, yeah, just for this exercise, you got 1-4. Have some fun. Make some picks.
I like to exercise. I don't exercise for no reason, though. We gotta exercise with a purpose here, because the math ain't mathin', as the kids like to say for me. If you're sitting at 1, and we saw what 1 just went for, you're gonna do that again, and you still could get Marv in the building selling those picks. I mean,
but we don't have to do that tonight.
I mean, we're not drafting tonight, Emory. We're saying what are we going to do if at season's end in April? In April, if it's 1-4, what do you do?
I'll say this: Marvin Harrison might not be available.
He's going to be at 3.
He might not be available at 3. If you're Arizona sitting there at 2 and you stay put, and it's safe to say I think Arizona may be willing to ride with Kyler Murray at the quarterback position? If you're Arizona, I'd take Marvin Harrison Jr. at 2. No questions about it.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
And that's, again,
if Kyler Murray is my guy, I got to go get him a Maserati.
Okay, but if Kyler Murray is your guy, you have more than 2 wins. If Kyler Murray does not win a game for the rest of the football season, is Kyler Murray your guy?
Well, I'm not necessarily saying that they don't win a game the rest of the way is because of Kyler Murray. I can't, because that cupboard is bare. They need talent, right? So if you take a quarterback at 2, you got to make sure you got a suitor for Kyler Murray in the contract. That's something that Arizona has to consider as well. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, if Arizona is willing to ride with Kyler Murray and they stay at 2, if I'm Arizona, I'm taking
Marvin at 2.
Yes.
Okay.
No questions. Well, let's go and don't forget they got another first rounder as well by way of the Houston Texans. That probably will be in the late teens. Or
might be the 32nd overall.
Depending on where Houston finishes the season. But Marvin Harrison is not getting outside the top 3, I don't think.
No.
Either if Arizona moves or stay, I think Marvin Harrison will be gone by the 4th pick. He will be gone in the top 3.
And this is all, again, operating off of what we know now. And we know that the names change, the analysis changes. Drake May, they might love him, they might hate him by the time April rolls around. Emery, I apologize for the trite or the offhandedness of the response.
True bear love showed.
I haven't seen anybody say publicly anything about one other than Caleb or the other quarterback.
But also, for Emery, I think he's stating that he's riding with Justin Fields.
Yes, and I think that's the thing that both of you have agreed upon here.
And also, too, I think that's the best way to add more talent to their team, unless Justin just lays flat the rest of the way.
That's where I want to take Emery next here. Is there a world in which the Bears end up 1 overall Caleb Williams? I mean, if it really goes awry. We saw in the 4th quarter 2 fumbles by Justin Fields. Unacceptable. Now, we also saw the raw talent, him rip that ball in the middle of the field to DJ Moore to set up that field goal. I said it earlier, it's a microcosm of what Justin Fields is. We saw it there in 10 minutes at the end of that game. But is there a situation that you could see them possibly going quarterback?
Now, listen, if you like fumbles, wait till I show you Caleb Williams film, right?
Well played.
But here's what we like about Caleb Williams, right? He's an athlete. He has an excellent deep ball. He's creative. Who does that sound like? Sounds like Justin Fields, right? But also, Fields has the ability, and Caleb does too, it just looks different, has the ability to go 80 on any given play. Now, to your point, is that, okay, if someone wants Caleb Williams, yes, that is worth its weight in gold. And we talked about this, Joe, in the green room, where you have a situation where I want players. You can get this #1 overall pick. I want assets right now that can help me win. And we're seeing this Bears defense turn the corner, to be completely honest. It looked like the Broncos defense the last couple of weeks and how they're getting after the quarterback, how they're turning the ball over. They're doing a great job, right? So, yes, if you want Caleb Williams, you're getting the same type of, not the same type of player, because I think we kind of look at these things and not project forward in terms of how they will be as pros. But we saw a lot of what Caleb Williams does. We saw that in Justin Fields' film at Ohio State, especially against Clemson in that Sugar Bowl. So there's a lot of symmetry there. So if you get Caleb Williams in this situation, if you're Chicago and you trade Justin Fields, now you bring him into a situation where you still need a receiver, and you hope that someone is there as 4, and you still need some offensive line help. You still need another pass rusher. So it's almost like you're swimming in the middle still with a quarterback that has similar traits of the guy you just let out the door.
And I'll say this, if they were to do that, go get Caleb Williams, you put him in this offense, it's going to be a situation where he's kind of caged in, similar to what we're talking about with Justin Fields. Because as Emery mentioned, yes, Caleb Williams and Justin Fields has similar like skill sets to a degree. But we're not seeing it surface with Justin Fields because they have him caged in.
We've seen this
generic style of offensive play calling doesn't make any sense when you have that type of athlete at the quarterback position.
We have seen this offense score points in the past. I will present Detroit just a week ago when they do attack vertically. My issue in all of this is the play calling. Luke Getsy, the positions that he's going to put either of these quarterbacks in will not be a successful one. That is where the biggest change in this organization has to happen. Gentlemen, I appreciate the exercise. Sometimes exercise does make you sweat. Emery Hunt, Bryant McFadden. I'm sure we will revisit here in the not-too-distant future. And don't forget, Can't miss conversations each and every week on all things covered. B-Mac and P2 sitting down with some of the biggest names in sports and entertainment. Look at TJ Watt on there.
We've had TJ Watt.
Because I'm talking players and picks.
That's not happening.
And
Pittsburgh is not trading TJ.
Can I get a guest spot just so we can spitball some stuff?
Yeah, you can, but we're not taking that.
If nothing else, I need a polo. Download, subscribe, and enjoy all things covered.